Okay, hi everybody. I'm today with some of our students that you might recognize. Today we're going to talk about subject-verb agreement. Now, we've already done a little bit of this, so I want to do a little bit of a review on how to use subject-verb agreement, okay? So, please remember, in present simple tense, in third person subject, the third person subject and verbs agree like this. If it is singular, meaning one, he, she, it, my mother, your brother, Isha, Ayush, Marley, the cup, we're talking about one, okay? So what happens is that the verb always takes an S. So we say, he looks. You can finish the sentence. He looks nice in his new shirt. She runs fast. Always an S. It rains a lot in monsoon. My mother cooks. Okay? Isha reads books. Ayush laughs a lot. Marley chews bones. The cup is on the table. Okay? So an easy way to remember this is that if your subject is one, then remember singular, so take the S, put it on the end of your verb. That's a good way to remember, right? Yeah. Okay. If it's plural, meaning more than one, then there is no S on the verb, okay? And we would use maybe the noun they. So they look nice, or they run fast. Similarly, you could say the children run fast, okay? But we can't say they rains, okay? So we could say they, meaning the clouds, give rain, or we could say the clouds give rain, okay? But that's plural, so there's no S there, okay? And then we would say our mothers cook. Your brothers look nice in their new shirts. Isha and Ayush read books. No S on it, okay? Isha and Ayush laugh a lot. Marley and Ralph, that's our cat, chew bones, okay? And the cups are on the table. So you notice that when it is a common noun, then we're putting the S on the noun, right? And then we use a singular form of the verb, which does not have an S, okay? All right, so the next part of this, I want to move on. We're going to talk about using either, neither, each, and everyone, okay? So these are all singular forms of nouns, okay? They mean one individually, even though we might be talking about a group or more than one. So let me show you how we do that, okay? So an example of this, when we're using either, it means that one or the other, but not both, will do something, okay? So for instance, Isha has a pen, okay? Ayush has a pen. So we would say, Isha has a pen, or Ayush has a pen, but not both, okay? So the way that we can say that is we move down and we say, either Isha or Ayush has a pen. That means that there is a pen, one pen, between both of them, but not two pens, only one. Okay, so either Isha has a pen or Ayush has a pen. We could say either Isha or Ayush has a pen. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, neither means both. Okay. But it's the negative of either. Okay. So using neither means something's not happening. Okay. It is a negative of either, meaning one or the other has not done something or does not have something. Okay. So we would say Isha has not a pen. Ayush has not a pen. So Isha doesn't have a pen. Ayush doesn't have a pen. How do we say that? Neither Isha nor. Now we put an N on or. So nor Ayush has a pen. So we don't say have. Neither Isha nor Ayush has a pen. So see that singular verb there, has. Okay? Okay, next page. Now we're going to talk about everyone. Now everyone is talking about many, many people, right? Okay, but because we have that word one, it's talking about each individual within that group. Every one, meaning all but one by one. Okay, so here's what we could say. Isha has a pen. Ayush has a pen. Aditi has a pen. Kajal has a pen. Jatin has a pen. What if there was like 2,452 people? Would I have to name every single person? Or could I say, everyone has a pen? That means every single person in that group has a pen. But I'm talking about the individuals in the group, one by one. But I can say, everyone has a pen. Okay? Now, there's another one that we can use for the negative of that. And that is, can you guess?
No one.
No one. That's right. No one. Or we can say nobody. This is your body. This is your body. Nobody. Okay? No one or nobody. Again, we're talking about one within a group. Okay. Okay. So for the negative of everyone, we can say no one. And for this group of people here, we can say nobody. And because it's singular, has a pen. Nobody has a pen. And a meaning one for pen, right? If it was more than one pen, we would say nobody has pens. Okay? Okay, now, finally, we're going to talk about each. We use each when we want to talk to a group, but we want to make sure that every person in that group knows that we're talking to them one by one. Okay? So the meaning is one by one, and it's similar to everyone, but it is more focused on each person, one person. Okay? So for example of you, we would say each of you has a brain. Okay? But we could also say each of the children has a pen. That means Isha has a pen, Ayush has a pen, Jatin has a pen, Kajal has a pen, and Aditi has a pen. Okay? Each of the children has a pen. Now, one way that we might want to use this is we could say, please make sure each student has a book. That would mean somebody going and handing a book to each student. Okay? So it's more focused on each person. Okay? Does that make sense? If anybody has any questions, please ask me. Okay, and I am going to send some practice work to you to work on for